So now we're ready to sew. We have our, and I'm trying to see what you can see here. We have our fabric on, but we're gonna sew from the other side. So we'll flip it over, and I always like to check, just flip it and make sure the seams are still matching up, because sometimes when you flip them over, they shift a little bit. Now I start right on the beginning of the seam with my machine. Start right at the point. And let me bring you over here to show you. Not sure if you could see it from there, but right at the point. Sorry about the, it keeps focusing and not. And right there, and you see where the needles can go down right at the point. So, and then I'm going to do, this machine has like a stay stitch, and so I'm going to do that, and I end with my needle down because I don't want this to shift at all. Now I'm going to sew it with a really small stitch. This machine has like millimeters, how long in millimeters the stitches, and I'm using a 1.6. I'm using a very small stitch, which is good and bad. It's good because it'll be easier to pull the papers out afterwards, but it's bad because if you ever have to rip, it's super tedious. But then I stop right at the end and I do another stay stitch. I do not sew into the seam allowance. Okay, sometimes it happens by accident, but I try not to sew into the seam allowance. But with that stay stitch, the thread doesn't unravel.